Hail the Barbarian Horde. And before we start, woohoo! We're at 200 subs. Yeah, so thank you, everyone. And for those not yet subscribed, you know what to do. I'm true. Well, anyways, we were going to do some Red Sonja book clubs, but we're going to be getting to that. Don't worry. Very soon, in a day or two, we'll have that first video ready for you all. So, yee. Then it'll be back to Conan. Anyways, actually lots of Conan this week. So, let's get on with this article. Red Sonja reboot will change the original's male gaze orientation, according to Matilda LZ. It says the reboot's new direction is very woman-empowered. Sérieusement? Like, come on. Yeah, it's Red Sonja. It's there for the male gaze. Like, just like the whole reason Conan is basically often drawn in a loincloth is for the ladies. Like, come on. Although in the actual stories, Conan doesn't really dress in a loincloth. He often, wears full armor. But that's semantics. Anyways, comic book fans are set to welcome back a familiar face with a modern twist. Ugh, modernity. As the Red Sonja reboot prepares to hit theaters in 2024. The character originally conceived by Robert E. Howard. Sort of. I don't feel like dealing with that. I could correct this, but whatever. Technically, it's actually created by Ray Thomas, who just took a different character and did his own changes and put her into the Hyborian age. Regardless of the fact, I actually think Red Sonja would probably have worked better in the Thurian age to help flesh out that era a little more, so that we'd have a regular Thurian age run. But, what do I know? Anyways, still a popular character. And later popularized through comic books, is getting a contemporary makeover that promises to break away from the male gaze trope that characterized previous adaptations. Yeah. Okay, who's the Ali Vale? Listen, Ali. This character was designed for that. Doesn't serve any other purpose. Just accept it. Like, it's fine. Who cares? Like, as long as they keep coming out with Conan and Colin Solomon Kane stories, who cares? Like, we all know those stories are better. And, there has been a few decent stories with Red Sonja. Like, the Queen Sonja run was pretty good. Anyways, Matilda LZ, known for her roles in Rings and a classic horror story. Don't know either of those. So I'm not familiar with them. Is set to embody the fierce warrior in a film that aims to be very women-empowered. Speaking of the South by Southwest Festival via CBR, LZ expressed her admiration for the script's fresh perspective, highlighting, so basically fresh perspective, just real quick, actually means more just generic. Like, the thing is, that could mean anything from, it's just a classic action story, to it's a generic woke take. Like, fresh no longer means what it once meant with regards to Hollywood. What would be really fresh would be something like Solomon Kane. Now, the director gives hope because it's the same director as a Solomon Kane movie from 2009. Jeez. Brain work. So, yeah. It's the same director, so it could be fresh. But because Hollywood, we don't know. And if I'm trying to be really extra funny, it's because I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I got done with writing a bit of a play and, well, might have a deal for that. And I got a book coming out soon, so I'm always happy about that. Highlighting the significant departure from the male-oriented narrative of the original comics in the 1985 film. Oh, whatever. LZ said, well, no one really cares what she says, so I'm just going to skip that. She's just there to be in the movie to look good, so... And if she just so happens to be half the actress that, say, Rachel McAdams is, great. Actually, seriously, Rachel McAdams would have... Like, that woman can act in any movie and always just carry it. Like, she's such an awesome talent. And also a very attractive woman. Maybe they should have her maybe play something like Baelit or Valyria. Oh well. Actually have her play every role. She's that good and charismatic. Despite achieving cult status, the 1985 Red Sonja film featuring Brigitte Nielsen and Arnold Schwarzenegger received a tepid response initially, because the movie was pretty tepid. The character's prolonged absence from cinema may be attributed to the portrayal of Sonja and the film's lackluster critical and commercial success. Okay, yeah, that's fair. However, the upcoming reboot seeks to rectify past missteps by presenting a Red Sonja who is not defined by her trauma or... Yeah, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. I don't feel like getting hit by YouTube. Seriously. Director M.J. Bassett, known for Silent Hill, Revelation, and writer Tasha Huo, who worked on The Witcher Blood Origin. Oh, God. Isn't that a really bad film? Oh, Lord. Help us all. Are at the helm of this ambitious project. Let's hope Bassett has more control than Tasha Huo. Bassett has made it clear that the new Red Sonja will not be depicted as a victim of violation. A narrative choice that was previously considered a defining aspect of her character. Now, I'll actually say I don't usually like them changing backstories, but okay. So long as she has the blessings of the Red Goddess or Scarlet Goddess or whatever her name is, I'm fine. Like, if they remove that aspect, I kind of get it. I don't really want to see that on screen to an extent. Like, there are some things you can do in a novel or a comic book that you can't really do on screen. And I don't know, like, even you could even kind of do it in a video game to an extent. But in a movie... Now, the thing is, sword and sorcery movies need to be very explicit with a lot of the blood, guts, and gore and dark stuff. And we've had so much of this sort of violation of women in cinema because of Game of Thrones and other movies like that and shows like that. I kind of dig this. This is different. You don't need to show that sort of thing to be dark. So, okay. But, like, come on, like, just capture the tone of the comics and stick to the comics. If you're not going to stick with that particular part of her backstory, stick to everything else. So, yeah, like, this looks like they're sticking to it, but her comments give room for consternation. Instead, Sonja's journey will highlight her resilience and strength as she moves through a world that honors her femininity and humanity, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, word salad. Red Sonja is not a very feminine character. Well, she looks it, but she doesn't act it. She's basically a tomboy. She's a character who goes around chopping men in half with a sword, so that's not very feminine, to be quite honest. What she is kind of the shield maiden archetype. And the shield maiden is often a warrior woman. So, well, always a warrior woman. But the thing is, the shield maiden is, well, can be seen in characters like Brynhildr. You've got other characters who exemplify this kind of archetype being, well, Éowyn, Valyria. Like, Red Sonja is just another example of it. So, yeah, the world's not really... Well, yeah, Hyborian age is brutal and whatnot, so having women pick up the sword to defend themselves in that world kind of makes sense. I mean, you look at Valyria and whatnot. The reboot boasts an impressive cast, including Wallace Day, Robert Sheehan, UFC's Michael Bisping, Martin Ford, and Veronica Ferris. I don't recognize a single one of these names. I have no idea who these people are. You can let me know in the comment section. I honestly don't. I don't care to research them right now. Promising a dynamic and engaging cinematic experience with such a talented ensemble and a commitment to a more inclusive and empowering portrayal of its lead, the new Red Sonja has the potential to resonate with a modern audience and redefine the character for a new generation. Oh boy. Okay. blah, blah, blah. I could read all this. I don't feel like it. It's basically word salad nonsense. So, what does this mean? Heck, look at this. Producer teases a darker tone for the upcoming Yeah, darker. You remove the violation aspect. That's actually toning it down, buckos. Like, I'm sorry, but you're actually toning it down. You're not toning it up. So, yeah, I'm going to laugh, but, like, I'm in favor of a slightly toned down Red Sonja. But that being said, I would actually... Okay, I'm actually going to say that I think they should kind of approach it with a storyline like Jim Zub's one zombie apocalypse story from Conan, and combine it with some of the themes and motifs and story beats of Solomon Kane, so that we get a bit of a mixed story and we get a pretty dark Hyborian Age tale, and combine that maybe with some music chords from, admittedly, Solomon Kane, and maybe also from Conan the Barbarian, and you'll have yourself an epic movie. Whether they can do this, I don't know. I don't know if they could pull it off, but we'll see. But if you want a truly epic fantasy story, check out our Substack, where we're doing plenty of this sort of thing, and we've got plenty of badass female leads, awesome male leads, and just generally building up a fantasy world that's a mixture of Hyborian Age and Middle-earth. So do check it out. It'll be in the description down below, as will this article. And don't forget to also smash that like and that subscribe button here on YouTube so that we can catch up to our main channel. And until next time, toodaloo!